There's people who've been attacked so badly that I don't think many people will be able to deal with it.
TikTok, vape, TikTok, vape.
What does the news say about this person? Okay, I'll believe that. And then they
Okay,
walk
I'll
around
believe it
like
news.
programmed characters in Skyrim.
And we can end up earning money off this, so therefore we can enjoy life for what it really is. NPC, what it stands for, non-playable character. Okay, now in this day and age, sound like I'm fucking 80. In this day and age, it's used to describe someone that is basically got no personality, right?
It originates from like games,
It
like
originates
Skyrim
from
and
games.
stuff.
Non-playable character. You're the main character in a game. You're controlling what your character does, and everyone else in the world that's just part of the game are NPCs. So all the side characters that you go up to do missions and all
Programmed.
that. Programmed, exactly.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with the connection.
Oh,
Please try
for
again in a moment.
fuck's sake,
Siri. Now's not the time. Because do you know why? Because
Siri's an NPC.
And Siri don't like me talking bad about NPCs. Sorry, Siri. Right.
Machines fighting back.
Machines are fighting back. They're like, don't speak to me like that. Right, back to the point.
That's what's going down. We don't need it.
It's getting serious. NPCs. Don't be an NPC, right? You fucking Siri fucked my flow up. Siri fucked my flow up.
should we
What the
start?
fuck? No, because it's going well, but we'll just
Okay.
edit some of it out.
I'll edit that bit.
Edit some of it out.
Yeah, it's fine.
And
We'll
we'll add some of these clips into the start of it.
Yeah, fine. Cool.
Right. NPC is used to describe someone, right? This day and age, that doesn't have much of a personality.
No.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Someone that is just going through life, believing everything they're told, not having any kind of...
Like they don't think for themselves.
Like they don't think for themselves.
What does the news say about this person? Okay, I'll believe that. And then they
Okay,
walk
I'll believe
around
it
like
news.
programmed characters in Skyrim, quoting the same things that they've just been programmed
Yeah.
by the news to say.
Yeah.
Like, whenever you see like the BBC doesn't like X person, usually because they're not. It's not necessarily that they're a bad person. It's because they're saying things that is against the establishment. A lot of the time, the BBC lies constantly.
Exactly. And they're just someone that just believes everything. Kind of hear someone say something, they're like, yep, that's what I'm going to believe. They don't really have much of an opinion of their own.
No, they don't.
Do
They don't really like watch the news and go, "What are they trying to tell me here? Why
No.
do they want me to hate X person?" And then no one goes away and watches the person who they're talking about's like own stuff. Who
Own
are
stuff.
they actually?
Who are they
From
really?
their point of view, because the BBC might tell me that they're a twat and
Yeah.
get a bunch of clips of someone saying horrible things. Like they could do it to us.
Do it to
We've
us
said enough.
Easily.
And we've said enough like outrageous shit probably in the last few podcasts for them to just clip it up, make a reel of it, put it on the news, and everyone goes, "They are horrible people."
Yeah.
We're actually all right. We're actually fine.
Right.
We're not trying to like,
Maybe.
offend anyone, not trying to hurt
Yeah,
anyone.
of course.
But yeah, the BBC can make it like we are. And NPCs are quoting things that they've been told on the news.
Exactly.
You know, you play Skyrim.
I know what it is. I've never played it myself.
You know when you walk past people and they make little comments.
Yeah.
And it's like they make that same comment all the time and they're like been programmed to say it. And then like
It's almost a meme with
you have committed
Skyrim,
crimes
isn't it?
against Skyrim and their people. Like that.
Yeah.
They always say the same thing.
Yeah. For real.
It's the same in real life. It's literally the same in real life.
Even like, I'm gonna use I like football, right? But living in the UK, almost everyone watches football. If you're a boy, nearly every single person watches football. Myself, I like playing it, not so much I like watching it, right? But it's someone like, you meet them, right? You meet someone and they only talk about football. That's the only thing they talk about. Oh, did you see the football scores last night? Oh yeah, it was a good match, wasn't it? Oh yeah, no. And that's all they care about. Scroll on their phone, same shit. TikTok, 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 TikTok. Vape, 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 vape. TikTok, TikTok, vape.
Vape.
TikTok, vape, vape, TikTok. Right? Football. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you see? Oh, Harry Kane scored that goal. Oh yeah, yeah, sick. Yeah, amazing. Vape, TikTok, TikTok. Do you know what I mean? Absolute NPC. Just definition NPC. That's what that is.
Can we discuss vape for like 5 minutes?
Let's discuss vape for 5 minutes. That is an NPC accessory.
That is. You're absolutely right. Like people who just like breathe air.
Breathe.
Don't
Literally
just
breathe
vape.
air.
They
Word
just
to
constantly-
agitate. Breathe.
Yeah,
fucking
he's
air, man.
right though. He's right. Just breathe air. Stop fucking. Because they all like. There's someone at my work, right?
Mm,
Not gonna say their name or anything, but they have like a little lanyard
right.
on their belt,
Fuck
right,
off with their vape on it.
that attaches to their vape,
No,
so that they can just pull out their vape,
that is so
put it back,
one of them
and
elastic
so they don't lose it.
lanyards.
Yeah, yeah, on their belt, and they're just like permanently sucking on this vape, permanently. It's mental, man.
If you're sucking on anything, right? You've got
Right,
no.
that's the rule in life.
Pause. Actually, I don't agree with that. I quite enjoy a good sucking sometimes. Not from,
What do you mean?
not from. I mean,
I'm
getting
clipping that.
sucked.
That's going in the intro.
That's going in the
100%.
intro, 100%.
Like sucking sometime.
Oh my god. Receiving the sucking. I like not doing it myself. Right. Pause. Yeah, no, I had. But right, vapes. Stop vaping.
But it just doesn't make
vaping
any
immediately.
sense.
Bad
Like,
for you.
we don't know what vape is.
We don't know what vape
we
is.
ain't got a clue. And people are just inhaling it into their lungs.
Exactly.
It's come from fucking. They all come from China.
Oh, this is so nice.
It says flammable on
Do
it.
you know what I mean? Right, NPCs talking to each other, vape NPCs. This is how it goes, right? Oh yeah, look at this iceberry blast. Do you want to try some? They're like, oh yeah, I'll try some of your iceberry blast. I've got cranberry crush. Do you want to try my cranberry crush? Oh yeah. And it's it's just like fucking hell, man. Talk about like
It's so annoying. I
it's
hate
great,
it.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
it's no.
Smoke.
When was the time, right, where we looked at
Please.
someone and we said to each other, well, we do it all the time, but someone actually, you know, work break happens, not TikTok, babe, right? But they actually look at the other person. You're on a break, 5-minute break at work, whatever, lunch break, and you actually sit down, have a conversation with someone and say, what are your opinions on fucking, do you know what I mean? Something nuts, something conspiracy theory. What do you think? Do you think the Twin Towers was fake? Do you think it was all set up by the government? How often do people just sit
I'm gonna
down?
start doing that.
Do you know what I mean? Start asking people mad questions.
Right, here's some advice. If you don't want to be an NPC, start asking mad questions.
Mad
Like
fucking
blow people,
questions,
make
bro.
people go, what? Why
What
are you
are you
asking me that,
talking
you weirdo?
But this is what I mean. This is what an NPC would say. They'd say,
Yeah,
why are you
that's
asking
the
me that,
NPC
you weirdo? I
going.
don't
Well, that's
think
a
of
weird
that
thing to
stuff."
talk about. The news says we shouldn't talk about
And that's
that.
how you know they're an NPC, and you'll be like, oh, right, okay, you're not the person. Do you know what I mean? You're not the person. But you don't know that the person next to you could also be a playable character. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And the person on your left, NPC. You don't know who's who until you get talking, right? But you should start sparking conversation with strangers
Yeah, just like randomly, like,
randomly.
oh, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. You like, they say you start first day at work, right? Imagine this, right? First day at work. You do your morning shift, normal. Oh, this is how we do this. Lunch break, sit down for lunch. And then after sort of the usual, so where are you from? Where do you live? Blah, blah, blah. All that sort of boring
Yeah,
NPC
I'd
shit.
say few days. I wouldn't do it on your first day.
Nah, first day.
Few.
This is
So we're
this
like,
is the hypothetical
you
scenario.
You met Johnny. He's a bit fucking strange, isn't he? He just asked me if the moon.
But like, why can't we start doing this? Like,
it's true though. It's
just-
true. See, this is my own
Right.
little NPC in my head. My own little trying to pull me to the NPC.
it's trying to pull you out of
Trying
the.
to pull me out of it because this
Yeah.
should be normal. This should be normal. Everyone should just talk to each other freely.
Yeah, it should be normal. So like, you sat down at a lunch break. Johnny's eating his pot noodle, right? And you just sat there. And it's like, you just look at him and go, why do you think they're trying to give everyone electric cars? what's the reason behind it? And he'll just be like, what?
Well,
And then you just
dunno,
like get
mate.
into a whole conversation about like, is it because they want to be able to switch off your car? Is it because they're trying to keep you in a certain confined space? And then you get thinking, then you're like, oh shit, yeah, maybe that is
Two
what
scenarios. If Johnny's an NPC, he'll go, "Oh, I don't know, mate. Just better for the environment, isn't it?" Right? NPC.
fucking
Or
gone.
if-
He's lost.
Or if if Johnny,
And then you know, Johnny's NPC. Forget it.
Johnny's NPC, never gonna have much luck with Johnny, right? No point trying. Yeah, he's just whatever. If he's not, you're like, shit. Johnny's a real one. Yeah. Johnny be like, oh, I don't know, man. It's mad, isn't it? Like, petrol powered cars, fucking diesel powered cars, they're so much cooler, this, that. You're like, oh shit, I can actually have a conversation with Johnny.
Because he's not
That's
just
the real
quoting
one.
what the news has told him about the environment.
Exactly. How bad they are.
And then before you know it,
You
you're
and Johnny,
sat on a hill somewhere
here we go,
doing a podcast.
doing a podcast.
It's basically what happened to
That's
us.
exactly, in fact, see, I've said all this stuff without even realizing it. Exactly what happened with us. Started work. Oh yeah, what's your name? My name's Max. My name's Dan.
Well, here's where
And
you
then-
find the Geberit washers.
Yeah, Geberit washers. Fucking oh, where do I find pipe? Oh, you find the pipe. Go upstairs, mate. That's where all the pipes at. Oh, okay, I'll go grab a few pipes.
You're that desperate for some
upstairs.
pipe.
Do you know what I mean? Where's the pipes? Yeah, all of that. Geberit washers.
Then before you know it, it was
Sunny flowing of conversations. You know what I mean? You don't understand
Yeah.
that joke, but
exactly.
inside joke. Sunny flows and all that shit. We're naming things that we used to fucking have to pack in was
The plumbing merchants, yeah.
plumbing merchants, yeah. Off topic. But exactly what happened to us. We talk to each other. Next thing you know, a couple of weeks passed and we're talking deep shit, aren't we? Pure facts. Pure facts.
I think.
Spewing.
Do you think you were born as an NPC and you become a playable character? Do you know what I mean? So like, I feel like I was an NPC, and now I feel like I'm not an NPC. I feel like I would listen to the news. I would go, all the data says this, and then just like believe it all. And now I'm so the opposite. It's ridiculous. Like everything I see on the news, everything I see on mainstream media, or everything I was kind of told, I'm now the opposite of. And the people who are being attacked and locked up for saying certain things are the people I listen to now. Because they're the ones I'm like, oh, why would they be saying that when they know it can get them in trouble? Unless
you gotta be pretty fucking stupid.
unless it's the truth.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense otherwise.
No.
It's always been like people have always been locked off for telling the truth. Socrates was killed because he said to men, "Think for yourself." He said, "Think for yourself. Resist being a slave. Work hard, and don't just listen to whatever you're told." And he ended up was he poisoned or killed? He was assassinated somehow because the establishment didn't like the fact he was trying to tell people, tell men to think for themselves. He didn't like that.
No.
They didn't like that.
No.
And it's the same nowadays when you see some of these people. I mean, there's people who've been attacked so badly that I don't think many people will be able to deal with it. When you look at like what happened to Alex Jones, who talks about all this sort of stuff, he was the one who called out the whole 9/11 thing. He's now owes $1 billion to families for just thinking and considering a conspiracy theory about a mass shooting, which wasn't very nice. But it's like $1 billion, really?
How crazy
because
is
they were
that?
literally like, let's crush him.
You express a bit of self opinion, right? Express a little bit of what you think on
questioning
a topic.
something.
Questioning something. You're not saying that something is the way it is. You're just questioning it, and then they shut you down completely.
Destroyed you. Russell Brand, he's been attacked. He's been accused of being a sexual predator and all this. What does he talk about? He talks against the establishment. He talks against the globalist. He talks against the sort of people who could come after him and lock him up and get him in trouble. Same as Andrew Tate. So he was in jail for however long. Then he's just not allowed to leave the country. he's getting a new sort of charge put on him every month. I swear.
Mm.
Like one goes, then another one comes
Another
in,
one
and it's
comes.
like, are they doing that because he's actually done anything? Well, he's cleared of the first one, so that was a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
Now he's got this tax thing, and I don't see how people can be like, oh, it's because he actually did it. Well, if you look at some stuff he's saying, it's like, well, no, it's not really a surprise that they've locked him up. It's not really a surprise, some of the stuff
Makes
he's come out
sense.
with. Yeah, it's scary, and sometimes I wonder if it's better for people to. Do you ever wonder if it's better for people to stay NPCs?
No, never.
Not for them, but for the greater picture. Because if no one's an NPC, no one would listen to the garbage. It would all just fall apart, would it?
I guess it would all fall apart, but the world would just be more genuine. I guess, wouldn't it? Like, the government would not lie to us; they would tell the truth to us. You know, they'd care about the greater good of people. But because the whole system's absolutely fucked, and people at top are profiting from the people at the bottom, you know, they want everyone to be NPCs and to be told, do this, get a mortgage, 45-year mortgage, save out or work your whole life, 9 to 5, miserable, all of this. And I understand, like, that is needed to make the world go round, but it's literally forced down our throats, isn't it?
Mm. But it's scary, and it's quite scary when you see people really believe in stuff.
Mm.
It's like, oh, let's get controversial now.
Go on, let's
get in
go
some
deep.
trouble.
Deep. I like going deep.
They try and tell you that what you're seeing isn't what you're seeing. Do you notice this has been the latest thing? So they'll say, they'll say, oh, well, that's a man. No, it's a woman. Yeah, okay, they're dressed as a woman, but it's a man.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
no, it is a woman. Have you noticed this thing of like, it
Yeah.
is a woman? We used to be like, oh yeah, it's just a dude, like a bloke who's now a woman. But you can't even say that. They don't even say
You can't
that.
even say that.
They now say it. No, it is
It
a
is a
woman,
woman.
but it's not.
You can't even state the facts. That is
It's
a
weird.
fact, an absolute fact. If now a man has gone through the transition and now he's a woman, right? And it's very obvious, and you know it as a fact. You've spoken to this person, you know from someone else. It's obvious, right? Obvious information, and you state that to someone, like you said, you'll be like shit on for stating the fact, which is outrageous.
But
Right?
you're using your own eyes. You have to believe your own eyes. You can't. When it gets to the point where they can convince you what you're looking at isn't what you're looking at, then it gets
It's a real problem.
scary, man. It gets into like 1984 level stuff.
Fuck.
Where have you read 1984?
No.
There's a bit in it where, so the news changes things constantly, and whatever the news says is then reality. Everyone has to believe it. They can't speak out against it. And so they're at war with one nation at one point, and then they change it. So they're at war with another nation that they were originally allies with, but they say we are now at war with, I think it's Eurasia. We've always been at war with Eurasia, but everyone knows that that's not the case because they used to be allies with them. They used to be against the other country that they're now allies with, but they make it out as if it's always been that way, and everyone goes, yes, we've always been at war with this country. And it's like they've just forgotten, or they're all pretending. It's weird, and that seems to be happening more and more. If you look on like Twitter, how quickly big news, like news that would become history, just disappears. Trump getting shot, right? It's now 2-3 weeks from Trump getting shot in the ear.
Everyone's forgotten about it.
That is huge news. I mean, we
Massive.
still talk about JFK and all that now. There's all these conspiracies. They're still talking about that now, right? That news lasted a long time. That was like the big news of the year. Now, Trump gets shot. Next week, forgotten about it. Something else has
They
happened.
want to skim
Everyone's
over
kind
it.
of just forgotten about it, and it's like, no, this. They tried to just kill someone who's running for president. It doesn't make sense.
Television.
Yeah, there's all this weird shit around it. and everyone's just kind of skip over that now. It's something new. It's just like everyone just forgets stuff so quick.
It goes too quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's massive thing that's just happened. You know,
And all the NPCs
former
go, "Oh,
president.
what's the next news? What's the next news?"
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
let's go. Wait a minute, let's go back.
Oh, yeah. They won't look at the facts. They'll just be like, they won't look at the details and pick apart things.
Mm.
Just, yep, news. Yep, that's what happened. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it's if you search news now, it's interesting. If you go on Google now and search Donald Trump or Donald Trump shooting or whatever, and you go on the news icon on Google, a bunch of stuff comes up about Kamala Harris, not Trump,
Interesting.
which is interesting. Yeah, so it's like they've almost like just tried to brush it under the carpet really quickly. It's like, no, the bloke just got shot. Like, this should still be big news. This is one of the biggest, like, an assassination attempts like this should be huge news. It used to be huge news. This is literally yesterday or the day before there was that stabbing in the UK
Yeah. Was it like
at a kids'
was it
party.
kids' party?
Let's
with
see it.
children, weren't it?
Let's see how long that stays in the news for.
Probably won't.
Week?
No, not even that.
If that, and everyone just go back to being how they are before. Just, oh well. It's like, wait a minute, not oh well. This is serious.
Major, isn't it?
It's huge, and
Yeah.
there's obvious reasons as to why it's happened. I'm not going to go into that now, but it's just like we're just going to all forget it, and NPCs are just going to go next news, next news, next news. Oh, that's terrible. I'm emotionally affected by this, but then I'm just going to forget it a week later. I don't know. I want to start doing something about stuff. I'm getting annoyed.
It does, but it makes you want to change things, doesn't it? But the reality is,
what can we do?
The people at the top are fucking at the top, man, and there's only so much you can do. Something like this podcast helps. It does. Put it out there, let people listen, make their own mind up what they want to believe. You know, if this helps, this is doing something.
Yeah.
No matter how small the podcast is at the moment, hopefully one day it'll be bigger.
People actually listen to it.
Put our opinion out there a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're building the structure, aren't we? So
Building the structure.
we're
Because we're not
setting
NPCs, and we're not just TikTok.
Yeah, that's an
No,
NPC.
Yeah. On the phone.
Addicted to fucking
Fuck all that.
yeah, just
Fuck
breathing
that
vape
shit.
all day and eating McDonald's
Yeah.
and listening to the news. I just want to be so anti all that, but then I'm worried. Like, I don't want to end up getting arrested and shit. But then
Yeah.
I'm like, is it just inevitable? Right, here I'll put something to you now. Right, let's say the choice is be an NPC and be safe and happy and not end up in jail, not end up attacked in any way, or but you become completely oppressed and the world is basically completely fucked. You have no sort of freedom to do anything. You have 15-minute cities. You've got an electric car that you're only allowed to drive between X time and X time. You can't just go out in it whenever. You can just use it for work. That's it. Or do you want to be the one who's like Braveheart, standing at the top of the hill with a sword, going, "You'll never take our freedom," and you've got like the globalists are trying to like arrest you and put you in jail or shoot you.
I think the most heroic option, obviously, is the person standing against.
Because if you die, sat there with a vape and a Big Mac, what's the point?
What's the point? There's no meaning to that, is there? There's no meaning. Doing that for the rest of your life, looking back when you're 80, you're on your deathbed, think, what have I done with my life? Oh, sat in my room, ate Mackie D's, vaped. Fucking at that point, probably by 80, if you still fucking do or you quit or whatever. How many? Thousands of vapes I vaped. When I was young, not me, but you know, if you're looking back at yourself. Well, how miserable is that?
What's the point?
How miserable is that? Thinking, oh, I never really did anything. I just listened to what
I just
you
did my
know,
job.
did my job, listened to what school told me, did this, did that, got that. That's it. How fucking boring is that? I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to break out of it, aren't we, currently? I know I definitely am trying to break out of. You've got more of an occupation than me, more of a. You passionate about your job, aren't you?
I do love my job,
You
but
love
then
your
at the
job.
same time, I know that I could just lose it at any point because I have.
Yeah.
If I hold certain views and opinions, and NHS comes along and goes, "No, you've got to wear a wig and a dress now for your uniform," I'll go,
Nah, not
no,
doing that.
I'm not doing that. And if it gets to the point where they could eventually just go, "All right, you're fired," then, and then I'm like, it's done.
There you go.
It's scary.
It
That's
is
what
scary,
scares me,
man.
and so that's why I'm trying so hard to try and find. I want a big second income where they can't tell me what to do.
Almost like I think creativity is an amazing part. I think all people should jump on, whether that's just instead of being the one to scroll on TikTok all day, be the one to post on TikTok all day, or post on YouTube. I think creativity, if you can get some form of income from your phone, and you don't have to rely in going to work every day, going somewhere every day, even if it's as small as I've got a Depop account, I sell things on Depop, I might sell one thing a month, right? It's that little bit of extra income that you've made from not going anywhere, you've made on your phone that can help you break out of this routine and eventually, like this podcast, hopefully this goes somewhere and we can end up earning money off this, so therefore we can enjoy life for what it really is, travel, meet people, amazing experiences and all that.
I'd love to be able to sit here and say all this stuff and speak from direct experience. At the moment, we're just making this podcast. We haven't made fuck all money.
No,
We haven't spent
fuck
any
all
money,
thing.
and we haven't made any money.
We've
for this
budget,
podcast.
extra budget. These chairs, as lovely they are, no, they're not £200. £30, right? 30 quid, tripod. What was that, Max?
That was tenner.
That was a tenner.
These mics are 20 quid.
Mics, 20 quid. Done. There you go.
iPhone
Right.
10s.
iPhone 10s.
2024, and we're filming it on an iPhone 10s,
There
and
you
it
go.
works.
It's fucking great. It has 4K. Who cares? Do you know what I mean? Done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right. 6 points.
6 points. Yeah. We're going 6 points. Take away from this. Have some creativity about you, right? Be your own person. Yeah. Have interests. Explore them interests.
My one's going to be an interesting one. Watch the news,
I like that.
and when you watch the news, don't just listen to the news. Don't just go, "Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's bad." Think, why does the BBC, a broadcasting company funded by the government, want me to believe X, Y, or Z? Why are they trying to get me to believe this? Is it because they love me and they want me to be informed and educated, or are they trying to influence me in some way that fits the agenda which they're trying to push?
Agreed.
Watch the news.
Watch the news and pick apart. I'd say don't follow the crowd. I think is pretty obvious. To be an NPC, you're part of the crowd. To not be an MC, you don't want to follow the crowd. So whether that's vaping, massive trend, right? I won't stop going on about it because it's fucking
I hate
ridiculous.
vaping.
It's so obviously bad for you. And kids that don't even smoke start vaping. Understand if you smoked for years and you're like trying to quit smoking, you've tried to quit and you can't quit. Now you've gone to vaping because it's a little bit better, possibly. Who knows? Don't even know, really, do we? Smoking might be better for you than vaping. Who fucking knows?
Don't vape, smoke.
Smoke. At least then
Be a
you look
hero.
kind of cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you have to go outside for a smoke. If you have a cigarette, you got to go outside. You can't just sit like on your phone. Like, you've got to light it. So you need two hands. You can't just be on your phone. 2 hands, light it.
There you go.
And you just take in the world around you. Now, I don't smoke, but if you're gonna do one, smoke.
Exactly. There's a bit more taste to it. Bit more taste to the fact of smoking. Not say you should smoke. If there's an option, probably smoke, right?
Can't believe I was so anti-smoking before vaping, and now I'm
Yeah.
like pro-smoking purely
Pro-smoking
because
over
I
vape.
hate vaping that much.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't
It's
look
mad.
cool vaping either.
My third point, continue from my third point is, right, break away from the crowd. Vaping's a massive trend at the moment. Realize that's a massive trend. Realize that it's bad for you. Don't just get a vape because your mate's getting a vape. Oh yeah, get this vape. Oh, it's really nice. Oh. Be like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Break away from the crowd.
Right, what's that? 3?
That's
that 3?
3, I think, right?
I got close.
I think they're solid.
Yeah,
There's solid 3.
There's pretty solid 3. We'll do 5. We'll try and do 5.
Go
I
on.
don't think we need a set. No, we said 6, and now I think we just do see how many there's actually we
See how
can come
many
up
we can
with.
reel off. Yeah.
So next one, I'm gonna go with don't follow the crowd. Question everything. Question the common man's life path. How can you and question what people tell you is bad to do? You know when people say, "Oh, don't put your money in Bitcoin; it's risky." Well, I mean, obviously, don't just go crazy, but there's a lot of money that people made a lot of money from Bitcoin just by taking that risk.
Exactly.
If you don't take risks, you're never gonna do anything. You're never gonna make anything.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't just follow the safe path. I think actually this is going to be my point. We'll do 5 points. This is number 4. So I'm going to say my point is always do the brave thing. That's how you prevent being an NPC. NPCs are not brave people. Playable characters are.
Brave people.
Think about it. When you're in a video game, the playable character is always charging into the gunfire, charging into the demons, the dragons, whatever it is. The NPCs are running around like, help me. Yeah. You know, like those villagers in
saving.
Minecraft.
I mean, yeah.
When the creepers come and you're there with your pickaxe and your sword, fucking up creepers. They're all going. They're all running around with their big noses.
Run to their houses, don't they?
Yeah.
Run to their houses, shut their houses indoors. They just need fucking help.
They're not brave.
Don't be the one that needs saving. Be the fucking hero.
Be a hero.
Be a hero.
Be brave.